So this is another video that showcases the construction of this movie display I did. So we did a few other things earlier. Now we're going to put together this this flower box thing that I printed out here. So I got my ruler here, got up here scissors, I got a triangle, and I can get started here. So you can see that I have the aliens here to go inside of it, and I have this thing that's going to be an inset, but I have to build this flower box thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this stuff apart, and this is again, you know, I have multiple copies of this stuff. I could use this one right here. I'm going to have to cut this alien out later, but so in order to get this to work properly, I would have to take it and put it on the cutting board here, and I would just take the alien out and put them off to the side. And I could even use this here and mount it to the back of a piece of poster board if I wanted to, and that would be totally fine because it's not going to be a problem when it looks through it. So if I put this down here, and let's do a dry fit here, okay? This is going to be the piece I could use. You know, it fit fine, but if I wanted to keep it clean, I could just, you know, cut this out and print this out. So that would be the next step, would be to use the spray mount, turn this upside down, close cut it first like this, spray mount it here with this, and do a couple, 3 coats. Make sure you put it down evenly, and then you would start cutting it out like we did with the stand, and eventually you would get something like this. So I went through and I did all of the scores. I did a thing where I doubled it up so I can turn it upside down and can actually have part of it on the inside too. So you can see I cut out all of the flaps, the glue flaps, and I folded it so that it will fit together neatly. So I'm gonna again use that that tape I had, if I can find it. I had it out earlier here. Let's see if I can get it over here. Oh, here it is. I had it underneath my table. This seems to be the easiest way to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. Again, I'm going to back it up a little bit there. Make sure that it's square. You can tell by the gap there. There we go. That's one side right there. Let's do the next one. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a big thrill to, after all these hours of planning and mapping and formatting, and you can actually start seeing this display come to life. It's something that you conceived with a sketch, and then all of a sudden it's coming to actually be a real 3D model. This over here. So this might come in handy for you guys if you're doing another area that has a box design to it, and you wanted to figure out a way to actually build out this box. And this is just a quick way I do it. You know, it might be easier on you if you don't have to back it up and recess it like I did, because of the fact that it's it might just have a flat surface. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and see if this fits. If I put these down in here like that, yeah, it fits pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and tape these in. They're kind of popping up on me. I think I'll do the big sides first. I think it's the most important to actually tape it in the middle, because that's where it tends to bow out. If I wanted to take some more time, I might put more tape on the edges, but I'm hoping that if I put these down with tape, that's going to take care of that. Yeah, that looks good. And if there's any rippling here, I have a piece that goes into the bottom of this too, so kind of factored in that too. So this is just one way of doing it. Who knows what you're coming up with your design. I'd be happy to look at it. So that's working out really well. Now what I have to do is I built this. We got to cut this out and put it inside, and it looks like it's going to fit nice. I did plan this out, so I think it should work. Let's go ahead and use a X-Acto knife and a straight edge. Again, I don't know, some of these X-Acto knife blade holders tend to whittle out the blade, so you got to really tighten it down. And you can see I'm covering up the work. I don't want to have an accident and scrape across the artwork. Then I have to reprint it and re-glue it. It's always good to get all of your printing done in one clean swoop, and then at the same time have all of your gluing down, figuring out what's going to go on what, foam core and so on, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. So that fits in really nice. So I think that's a little bit too it's too deep, so I'm gonna take a piece of this and cut it off and put it back here like this. You can do it this way, or if you want to, you do it like this. You put some hot glue on it. That might be a little bit more permanent. Let's get a little bit more of this off. Gotta work fast because that hot glue will set. There we go. So either way it works great. Let's see if that looks better. Yeah, I like that better. I even might go even further up than that. This is the cool thing about it. It doesn't really matter how much you use. I got some more scrap here, and I can go ahead and even make it even more stilted up. Okay, I just need to do a little bit. Okay. I gotta put another one of these in there. So that's a lot. I like the depth on the side, but I really don't want this to be that deep. I want it to come out a little bit. Now I like that. That's so much better. I can put the aliens into that. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to the bottom. I like how permanent hot glue is. It doesn't really ever move. So that's looking fun. I like that a lot. I could go in now and grab this alien here that I cut out, and we're just going to use him to position him in here like this. Maybe we can have him coming out the side like that. So if you have something like that, then you're really going to have to use a lot of board to get that to go up there. I probably would have had more aliens below him so I wouldn't have to deal with that, but let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this up right here like that, and go like that, and then let's hit another one. Actually, it'd be the other way around. And one more time. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, we need one more. It's a good test. So as long as it fits behind the alien, we don't really have to worry about aesthetics. And this guy's pretty big, and we're not going to have any problem with that. So I could put that there. I'm going to open this up. It's one. There. Do this one. And then this one. And then I can go ahead and glue it to the back of the alien. That's kind of handy. So now let's go ahead and now the nice thing is I can just position it any way I want. I'm going to have him popping out like about there. So look at how cool that looks. Really, I like the 3D aspects, and I can come in here. If I want to glue him on paper, I could put him down. So that's kind of a neat way of doing things. Okay, I hope that helps.